So, good morning children. The present poetry, If I Was a Tree, is written originally in Kannada by Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy and the same is translated into English by Rowena Hill. Rowena Hill was an English poetess, one who was from England, okay, and she has studied in New Zealand and in many other places. So here we are going to discuss about how the casteism played a role in Indian society. So, pre-reading activity, we'll see first. Do you think that being a tree is more convenient than being a human being? Yes. Always we feel that I am in a worse condition compared to others. This is everywhere. If you purchase any new house, always the house of your neighbor looks good. So like that, we feel I am a human being and compared to my life, these trees are very happy. And being the human beings also, we feel my neighbor is more happier than me. So like that, the comparative life. Okay, let us see that whether the tree is more happier than human being or whether human being is happier than of all. Let us go through the poem of Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy. Here he takes the example that if I was a tree, the poet imagines himself. Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy in the original poetry, imagines himself that if I was a tree, the bird wouldn't ask me before it built its nest, what caste I am. When sunlight embraced me, my shadow wouldn't feel defined. My friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves would be sweet. Raindrops wouldn't turn back, taking me for a dog eater. When I branch out further from my roots, Mother Earth wouldn't be shouting for a bath. The sacred cow would scrape her body on my bark, scratching wherever it reached, and the 300,000 gods shuddering inside her would touch me. Who knows, at the end, hacked into pieces of dry wood, burning in the holy fire, I might be made pure, or becoming the buyer for a sinless body, be born on the shoulders of poor good men. So, if is an indication of conditional clause you might have studied in the 10th standard. So, if that is possibility indicator, that is not confirmed. So, the poet, being a human being, imagines that if he would be a tree, if he was a tree, what would have happened? So, they have given a picture of tree over there and a cow was standing. So, according to our Hindu scriptures, Hindu religion, we believe cow as the most holy animal. Because we find all the gods, around 300,000 gods, more 33 crores of gods would be staying there in the holy cow. That's why we perform any holy activities by taking, if you have any house opening ceremony, you take cow inside it. That means it shows that those many gods are entering into your house and making your house very nice. Okay, let us come for the poetry now. If I was a tree, the bird wouldn't ask me before it built its nest what caste I am. Okay, now caste word. So, what is actually a caste? So, caste in Kannada we call it as jati. So, here in our India we have many religions and a number of castes. Religions. We have Hinduism, then Islamic religion, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Parsis, many, then Sikhs, many are. So out of that, in our Hinduism only we have n number of castes. Because if you take Sanatana or Vedic Paddhati, from there we have 4 Varnas actually, 4 Varnashrama system. So Varna was based on the activities they were performing in those days, the job what they were doing, the profession what they were doing. But when this Varnashrama system got converted into casteism, there is no record. Accidentally, how this Varnashrama system has converted into caste, because if you go anywhere, in the schools also, you have an admission form, name, father's name, date of birth, religion, caste, subcaste. Okay, so caste could be asked everywhere. In our government policies also, many facilities are facilitated based on the castes. Okay, so caste is a kind of such an inevitable material in our country, though we call our country as a secular Jatyatita Rashtra, but it is Jatyatita Jati Atitavada Rashtra. Okay, whatever. So here the casteism is prevailing at the highest peak. Prevailed also it is there, but nowadays it got reduced little bit, as according to some socialist writers. Whatever, here the poet says, if I was a tree, the bird wouldn't ask me before it built its nest what caste I am. Okay, nowadays many people, okay, still follow the casteism, some people will not follow the casteism. It is not the matter of discussion here now. So here he says, if at all the poet, if he would be a tree, he would be a tree, and the bird which comes to the tree, because what is the nature of the bird? The bird wants a place to stay somewhere, and usually it build nest as in kudu, it used to build its nest on the branches of the trees. So the bird which used to come to this tree would not ask the caste of the tree before it would build its nest in that particular tree. That means here the bird or the trees are not in the clutches of the casteism, or this casteism was not prevailing in the nature except the category of human beings. No other species or the part of the nature will follow this casteism according to the poet here. That means he is the revolutionary poet. Who? Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy, the revolutionary poet, one who has taken that the bird would not ask the tree before it is going to build the nest in the particular branch of the tree. So here, first 4 lines over. Once sunlight embraced me, my shadow wouldn't feel defiled. My friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves would be sweet. When sunlight embraced me, embrace means hug. Hugging means what? When you have close contact with one person. One person is having close contact with another person. Okay. So here sunlight is embracing. When sunlight is embracing me, here me refers to who? Me refers to the poet. And this is indirectly referring for the tree. Because the poet is imagining himself as a tree. So when the sunlight falls on the branches of the tree, when the sunlight falls on the bark of the tree, when the sunlight falls on the leaves of the tree, on the whole the sunlight falls on the tree. On the whole the sunlight falls on the tree, that is sunlight is coming and embracing the tree, that is falling on the tree. That time the shadow of the tree, my shadow, wouldn't feel defiled. The shadow of the tree wouldn't feel defiled, because sometimes it was practiced that the caste is higher caste, lower caste, this fight was there. Okay, that means the shadow of the tree wouldn't feel defiled. Defiled means impure, apavitra. Idu suryan padnanga bittu adu gida apavitra anskodangiಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, that is ಆ ಒಂದು higher caste lower caste ಆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅದು ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. When sunlight embraced me, my shadow wouldn't feel defiled. Defiled means feel impure or feel somewhat odd, apavitra ಅನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. My friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves would be sweet. My friendship here, me, my and everything we have to take granted for poet only. and the poet is nothing but tree in the case. That is the friendship of the poet as the tree. The friendship of the poet as the tree, with whom? With the cool breeze. Breeze and gentle wind, tangadi. Okay, that is breeze. Gentle wind here, tangadi. Okay, so his friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves. See, when the wind blows, when the gentle wind blows, the leaves will move around. So, with all these, the friendship of these are the part of the tree only. So, these are part of the tree, whatever, and the friendship of the poet as a tree with the gentle wind, with the leaves would be sweet. That means good coordination, good relationship. Okay, there is no any kind of fight, there is no any kind of misunderstanding, there is no any kind of rivalry in the name of casteism. I am of the higher caste, he or she is of the lower caste. Why should I mix with this fellow? Why should I talk with this fellow? These kind of differentiations were not at all there. My friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves would be sweet. So here, first two stanzas are over. In the first stanza, just we have come to know the bird wouldn't ask the caste of the tree before it is going to build the nest. And in the second stanza, in the last, in the previous 4 lines, we have come to know that is the tree is not at all feeling impure if at all the sunlight falls on it. And his coordination or his friendship with the gentle wind as well as the leaves will be very sweet. That is, it is having the good friendship with them. There is no any kind of rivalry or negative thoughts. Then, as to the nature and the trees is open in the nature, it is not kept in any 4 walls like this, 4 walls like classroom or the house. So it is kept in the nature. See, the trees are outside, they are not having any house built for them. So, in the nature is having nowadays we are having winter season. So after that we get the summer. Then after that we get the rainy season. So when the rainy season would be there, whenever the rain would pour, so that time what would be happening? The raindrops will fall everywhere. That is, raindrops, when it falls, what happens? We'll see now. So raindrops wouldn't turn back, taking me for a dog eater. When I branch out further from my roots, Mother Earth wouldn't flee, shouting for a bath. Yes. Raindrops wouldn't turn back. See, there is no such kind of any history in the nature that raindrops, whenever they are falling down, they are not fallen down, they are turned back for any reason. In the nature, we don't have any kind of history like this. We don't have any record. That means raindrops are not maintaining or they are not following that quality of higher caste and lower caste. They are not maintaining that caste system. So, raindrops wouldn't turn back, taking me for a dog eater. Dog eater means here of low caste. So, raindrops would not turn back, taking me for a dog eater. That is, one fellow will treat another fellow as one fellow feels I am of lower caste, higher caste, he or she is a lower caste. Another fellow feels that this fellow is of lower caste and I am of the higher caste. So, this scenario is going on in the society. Okay, so raindrops wouldn't turn back, taking me for a dog eater. When I branch out further, branch out means expand. That is tree. Okay, first it is bud, tree, then it will be big tree, huge tree. That is, many branches will be there. Branch out means expand, expansion. Okay, when I branch out further from my roots are beru. When I branch out from further from my roots, Mother Earth wouldn't flee. For that, Mother Earth would not run. Why? Wouldn't run? For shouting for a bath. Oh, I got impure. I am being touched by this. Okay, I am being touched by this, and I should take myself pure by taking holy bath. So, this kind of system was followed in the previous days. So, this was not being done. So, raindrops wouldn't turn back, taking. That is me again for poet. Poet, that is as a tree. Tree as of lower caste or of the higher caste depending on the situation. Here in this stanza, the tree is taken as of a lower caste. When I branch out further from my, because here tree is taken as a lower caste, because in the first stanza also the bird is coming. The bird, if you take as the higher caste, the bird is not asking the tree, hey, which caste are you, and it is not building its nest. And the sunlight, when it comes and falls, so that time also if you take sunlight or the tree of the lower caste or higher caste, they are also not feeling impure. And here raindrops are also not turning back by treating the trees of the lower caste, and they are not turning back is going back again. And when the tree branches out means expand. Okay, further from the roots, Mother Earth wouldn't flee, wouldn't run away, shouting for a bath. That is, Mother Earth will not feel, oh, this tree has expanded and I am being touched by this tree, and this tree is of lower caste. I should not be touched by this tree, so that's why I have to take the holy bath. I should get myself pure once again. These qualities were not being followed by anyone or any material or anything in the nature except human beings. Okay, so here what did we come to know? Again, that is, there is no such kind of differentiation in the society, okay, of nature. Okay, that is, the raindrops are not turning back, or Mother Earth is not running for holy bath like human beings. Then, the sacred cow would scrape her body on my bark, scratching wherever it itched, and the 300,000 gods sheltering inside her would touch me. The sacred God, sacred, holy, pure, pavitravada. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ 33 ಕೋಟಿ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, so the sacred cow would scrape her body, scrape, rub, ತಿಕ್ಕೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ ನೋಡಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಿಕ್ತೀವಿ ಹಂಗ. The sacred cow would scrape her body on my back, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಂದು ತಿಕ್ತದೆ. The sacred cow would scrape and rub her body, her. Therefore, that is cow is taken as a mother. Earth is taken as a mother. Nature is taken as a mother. Whoever, they are all mothers. That is holy place again. That we see in those days only, anything which is having the purity is given the status of being called as mother. Mother is lady. That means lady was given utmost position in those days only. So the as I told, casteism or this lower or higher differentiation, how it came, nobody knows, because some people proclaim that it has come from the Sanatana system or Vedic system, but we have certain philosophies where many people were honored or respected for that only, because if you take one shloka over there, yatra narishta pujjante ramante tatra devataha, yatra, yalli, where ನಾರಿಸ್ತು, ನಾರಿಯು, woman, ಪೂಜ್ಯಂತೆ, ಪೂಜಿಸಲ್ಪಡುತ್ತಾಳೋ, she will be worshipped, ರಮಂತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರಮಂತೆ, ಸೊ ಯತ್ರ ಪೂಜ್ಯಂತೆ ರಮಂತೆ ತತ್ರ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಮಂತೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟೇಸ್, ತತ್ರ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ದೇವತಃ, ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜಿಸಲ್ಪಡುತ್ತಾಳೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. woman would be worshipped there, the God would stay. Like that, according to their work profile, this Varnashrama system of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra was made. But later on, how it got converted into casteism and lower and higher caste started, nobody knows. Okay, as I said, the sacred cow, as I already told, in Indian culture or in Hindu scriptures, we consider the cow as the holiest animal. The sacred cow would scrape her body on my bark. Bark means what? The upper layer part of the tree, bark. Okay, so ತೊಗಟೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ತೊಗಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರಫ್ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ರಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ತೊಗಟಿ ಬಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಿಕ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೇಚಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಚಿಂಗ್ ವೆರೆವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಚ್ಡ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತುರಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತದು, ವೆರೆವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಚ್ಡ್. and the 300,000 gods sheltering inside her to touch me. See, the holiest animal, the pure animal, the very, very, very holy animal is cow. Because many gods stay in that one. According to this, 300,000 gods. So they use, if at all the cow is touching the tree who has been rated as lower community, of lower caste, of low caste. So that tree would be being touched by the holiest of the animals, cow, which was having these many gods, so who is already staying inside. If the cow touches that tree which is of low caste, indirectly those many gods are touching the tree. Those many gods are touching the tree, whether the tree could be called as of low caste now? No. It is blessed one, because those many gods have already touched the tree. That means there is no such concept called low or high caste. So this is the proclamation. Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy. That means here, as the holiest animal, the cow itself is coming and touching the body, means there is no such kind of casteism, there is no such kind of low or high caste. Okay, now coming for the last answer. That is, whenever anybody takes birth, there should be end of it. As I started the class today, the class should end. One person has taken the birth, the person should die. That means there is no such kind of philosophy which would be having the continued part without having beginning. There is no such kind of thing which would go with infinite. That means there should be an end. When the tree has taken the birth, the tree has to die. And when the tree would die, the tree should be used in different manners. That is, either the tree will dry, or either any person will cut the branches of the trees for the purpose of using the wood for many purposes. So wood would be used for many purposes. Here they have given two options. One, using the wood of the tree for holy performance, holy activity. Homa, Indian concept, Hindu scriptures, Homa model. Homa thing happy cutting use marta, Samittu use marta, wooden pieces. Okay, either of it, or else using the same for carrying any person's dead body by adana nodoni last time again. So here Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy says that who knows, because we don't know the future. What will happen in anybody's life we cannot predict. Who knows? At the end, hacked into pieces of dry wood, cut into pieces of dry wood. What is the cutting? Hacked into different pieces of wood. That those different pieces of dry wood might be used to be burned in the holy fires. As I said, homagni use madabodu. Okay, it could be used in holy fire for performing some holy activities like homa, havana, something like that. Okay, this is also a kind of a blessed thing only. Both are blessed things. Okay, hacked into pieces of dry wood, burning in the holy fire, or else the same wood, the same dry wood of the same tree can be used to prepare a bier. Becoming a bier means here a wooden structure to carry dead body. Chatta becoming the bier for sinless body, okay, pure, that is, if any person is good or bad, goodness would stay forever, badness will end with the death. The ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಸತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನೇ, ಬಟ್ ಅವನು ಕೆಟ್ಟವಿದ್ದಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಯುತನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೆಟ್ಟವನು. ಅವನು ಸತ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವನೊಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟತನ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೆಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ, and we have to take it for the cremation land, and we have to cremate it with all the respect. ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಒಂದು ಅಂತ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಅತಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಸಿನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾರೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಿರಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟಾಗಲಿ ಸತ್ತ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕೆಟ್ಟವನಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಿಗೆ ಅಂತ. So that is might be made pure. That is, it might be made pure by being burned in the holy fire of, that is, as I said, religious activities like Homa, or even it might be made pure becoming the buyer for the sinless body. We should be carried, born. You are any born, carried. We should be carried on the shoulders of good men. ನಾಲ್ಕು ಜನ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು. ಅವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಾಗ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಸತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಡೆಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸ್ಮಶಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಂಬ್ಯುಲೆನ್ಸ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಕೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, until if ambulance is taken also, somewhere they will carry, but it could be metallic stretcher. That is different case nowadays. But in olden days, they used to prepare the wooden stretcher. Okay, and nowadays in some villages they follow it. So wooden stretcher, and on that wooden stretcher, that is ketta antevalla, adra mele aa dead body na maligishi adannu 4 jana agina ತಗೊಂಡು ಸ್ಮಶಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು. That means the dead body would be carried to the cremation land, and that body would be given the proper cremation according to their rituals, and the fellow will get the end of his life. Okay, life's end, that is by being burned or by being buried according to their rituals after his death, his or her death. So like this, the poet Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy has taken, that is the prediction, that if he was a tree, he would not have to suffer, or he would not have to go through the embarrassment of being discriminated on the basis of the caste. How he got discriminated as he was a human being. So that means he has tried to come out with this problematic life of being discriminated as a human being, and he tries to give one good message, that we should stop discrimination on the basis of the caste, and we should treat everybody equally as he or she has born as a human being, and we should only treat the fellow on the basis of his or the good qualities, not on the basis of the caste. Okay, I hope you understood this poem. Okay, thank you.